What's going on, people? Pro Wrestling Talk here, back again, and today's video is I'm going to talk about 5 next challenges for Roman Reigns' Universal Title. Now, I know that I know that he's facing Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell, but I'm going to say my top 5 guys that Roman Reigns could feud with after Brock Lesnar. So at number 5 we have Braun Strowman. So if they turn this into a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell between Braun, Brock, and Roman, I could see this becoming a feud again. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns could feud again, and also they have good matches. But what I don't want to see is, if they do have this feud, I don't want to see Braun Strowman cash in on Roman Reigns, because we've already seen that before. And I know some smarks are going to say, "Oh well, wouldn't that be better?" Well, wouldn't it be different to actually have Roman Reigns have a long title reign this time, instead of just cashing in on him? Like, twice he's been cashed in on. Once with Seth Rollins, once with Sheamus. So why does he have to keep getting cashed in on? I mean, Braun Strowman's had that briefcase for what, 3 months now? Maybe 2, 3, I don't know how long he's had it. And I know Brock hasn't been on TV, but what they could have done with that, they could have had Braun come to his house like, I want to cash in. You know what they did with the whole hardcore title and shit? But yeah, Braun would be my first choice. And they would have good chemistry from their feud last year. But you would have to turn the guy heel, and Vince ain't gonna turn Roman heel. You know Vince, he's like, God damn it, we're not turning Roman heel, man. It's gonna have to be Braun Strowman turning heel. But yeah, eventually with Braun Strowman, I also want to see a weakness with Braun Strowman. Like, it's okay him flipping over shit, and that's been good, but I'm a fan of Braun Strowman, but I want to see a weak point with Braun Strowman. Like, what's his weak point that people can get at? And that's kind of my thing with Ronda Rousey at the minute. Like, it's okay for her to stare down and do all this with her body and stuff and act tough, but she needs, at some point, is storyline-wise, to actually look a bit weakened a bit, and to see her vulnerability and what triggers that, really. So yeah, but anyway, that was another thing. Anyway, on to my second part. My second person I think who should challenge Roman Reigns should be Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, if they turn him heel after Hell in a Cell, I think that'd be the perfect first opponent for Roman Reigns after Hell in a Cell. And, you know, they don't have to really go off much for that, really. Just their Shield days, and that's it. And if you want to, you can even put Seth Rollins in there. Say, if Seth Rollins drops it to Drew McIntyre at Hell in a Cell or whatever, then, you know, you could have a triple threat match again. And, you know, have Roman go over, or Dean go over, or whoever, you know. Number 3, Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has to be in contention for a Universal title match this year. He is the second best wrestler in that company, with like AJ Styles number 1. Then I would have Seth Rollins, and then 3 I would have Joe. They're like my top 3 right now of like the best workers right now in WWE. And I'm not just saying, like, Seth Rollins is like good on the mic. He's super over. You know, he's probably want to be one of my superstars of the year for 2018, Seth Rollins. And I'm hoping at some point that Seth Rollins does get a title shot again in the main event scene. And I hope it's probably sooner rather than later. I mean, they could do Roman versus Seth at WrestleMania, which I would be fine with anyway. But yeah, at number 3, I'm going for Seth Rollins. Number 4, I'm going to say that, you know, I'm going to go for Bobby Lashley, because I'm not a fan of Bobby Lashley, I'm going to admit it. But if you turn Bobby Lashley heel, and you actually turn him heel, and you actually give him the character he had in TNA, and when he was having all the belts, and he was dominant and stuff like that. If you do that, Bobby Lashley, and you don't book him where he's got fucking sisters, and he's in fucking scenes with he's in segments with Sami Zayn, and his sisters are there, and you don't have him in segments of Elias. I love Elias, he's my G, but Elias is not a main event guy yet. He's close to being a main event, but he's not there yet. So Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, they had a good match on Raw before SummerSlam, so they can go in the ring. And you know, what would it hurt to give Bobby Lashley a title run at this point? And then the 5th guy I went with, now this could be a long shot. I don't know if it would ever happen, but give it to Elias. I know what you're saying. Give Elias a title shot. I mean, if you're not going to give him the IC, maybe do what you did with Jinder last year and build this guy up and like for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then you can go and do a Jinder, and then you can give it on Elias, and then he can come out, do his concert, and everybody can hate on him and stuff like that. But yeah, Elias and Roman Reigns. I mean, I would love to see Elias get the title, get the Universal title one day, but it probably is a long shot right now. But I'm hoping next year Elias gets a world title shot. But yeah, those are my 5 picks that I want to see Roman Reigns. My 5 next opponents I want to see Roman Reigns face next. What do you guys think about this? In the comment section below, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, on your top 5, and I'll check you later. Peace.